She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gone, yo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, yo. That's against our bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. This shit in his face, yeah. Then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold. Yeah.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago! Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The play fake. Here's Wilson. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Here's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the 50, here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. That one complete to Anderson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Nothing the score after one on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Wilson. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Dobbins trying the left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here Here's Wilson to throw. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards there for number 15. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Again, it'll be Hubbard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson, touchdown! Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Fields. That's into the hands of Edwards. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They snap it to Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Bryan Edwards in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Play action. Now Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Wilson. He's got Anderson on the slant. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his pass incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They find some open field here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Wilson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
An excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kyler Gordon picks it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Isaiah Oliver there on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That one goes for 8 yards.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
Now Wilson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Give him 6 yards in the first down. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays and send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And that brings up 4th down, a loss of 6 yards on the save.
You can almost see all the defenders
rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they've relished a chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built up the efforts of this defense.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal yardage against them.
Hubbard is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Chris Burns. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little delay. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll on anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 67 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. In motion, the tight end. On 4th down, Fields. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. There's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. There he goes right side. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So it's the Bears who come away with the victory. And that's thanks largely to the play of their quarterback, Justin Fields, CD.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for the Bears, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.